Edward, I know that for the Cut X we developed a specific benchmark punch in order to test its accuracy. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Right. So what I want to ask you is if you could show us some details, some characteristics about this piece and maybe highlight the criticalities that allow the Cut X to perform at its superior standards.
Yes, the Cut X, after entering the final stage of the production line, we perform this benchmark punch, which we call it internally, on the Cut X to make sure that we can deliver the promised accuracy of the machine. What is quite important to say is that we have at this punch a section which is quite challenging to machine by wire EDM. So let's go a little bit more in detail and have a look at the challenging internal benchmark punch. Here we have the workpiece information. Important to know is maybe that we use a wire with diameter 0.2 millimeters. And as I was explaining before, we have on this piece a really special section, which is quite complicated to machine. As we can see here, it looks like a wave actually, but what is challenging is that we go from one radius into another radius, and then, as we will see right now, we start from really big radius and going smaller and smaller and smaller. Why we do this? We have to do this also with open and closed guides, because finally also here we don't know what the customer will finally use. But what we want to show and also to check is that we are able, with the Cut X, doesn't matter which guide system we use, we can maintain the tolerance on this part on plus minus 2 micron.
So Edward, thank you for explaining this so well, and we know by now that the Cut X is a very accurate machine. Although I wanted to ask you, from the video I could get that we highlighted the fact that there is the same result in both when we use an open guide or a closed guide. Is that correct?
Exactly, yes.
And why is that? Does that apply only to the Cut X or to any machine?
Exactly, there we wanted to show that it's the first machine in the history of EDM that is able to use the open guides but also the closed guides. And it doesn't matter which system you have to use, because you want to use the benefits of the open or closed guides. You can use it, and this, we have to say thank you to the new technology of 3D printing, because this, only thanks to this, we were able to produce new compact heads and also integrate a cartridge system where you can easily change in a quick time from open to closed guides.
That is so impressive.
Yes, I know.